China has announced two new counties, and these counties overlap with the Aksai Chin region that India claims. What's the significance of this announcement?
It's part of what I would think is this lawfare approach the Chinese have employed for a long time of using legal means to solidify administrative and political control over disputed territory. If you recall, the Chinese have been engaged in a similar exercise, in a somewhat similar exercise in Arunachal Pradesh, where they've been renaming places well inside Indian jurisdiction, Indian territory, since 2017.
Could you explain the history of the Aksai Chin region and its significance to India China relations?
Aksai Chin has always been claimed by India. This is a claim that has come down to us as a result of the Republic of India taking over from the British Raj. Now, the Chinese have obviously never accepted this claim. And in fact, one of the sort of reasons why the India China boundary dispute post Indian independence and communist liberation in China sort of scales up is the discovery by the Indian side, by an Indian diplomat in China, in fact, of a road being built through Aksai Chin, which has always been shown as part of Indian territory in our maps and so on. The road was being built between Xinjiang and Tibet, basically to connect to Tibet. And so this road was discovered, and the Indian side made a representation to the Chinese, and the Chinese simply said, "Well, old maps and so on," and that they were yet to update their maps. But essentially, uh, this area became a site of one of the sectors of conflict in 1962.
Will this development complicate the ongoing talks between India and China to reduce the military tensions at their mutual border?
So here, I think there's an explicit action in territory that India clearly claims as part of the India-China boundary dispute. So what this means, coming so soon after the recent last round, or so-called last round of the disengagement process, as well as the special representatives meetings in Beijing, is that, well, the Chinese don't particularly take Indian claims seriously or Indian reactions seriously. That they feel that they you know can do things without much of a pushback from the Indian side. So I don't think it speaks well of the state of India-China relations. It doesn't speak well of the degree of trust that exists in India-China relations.